What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the DMA channel. Thank you guys for joining once again. Today's GFUEL flavor of the day that we're going to be reviewing here today, guys, is going to be another candy related flavor. Yes, I know, I feel like GFUEL has not stopped with anything candy related at all. And today is going to be something that's kind of Halloweenish, but let's be honest, we kind of eat it every day if we can. And it's none other going to be the Gummy Worms GFUEL flavor. Here it is up close. I have a sample of it right here. And I'll show off the tub over here. It's basically just the Gummy Worms literally on the front cover. Not surprising, there has gotten a ton of re-releases, including a sour Gummy Worms version flavor. So I'll put all of that in the corner here. So yes, this flavor has released of 2022, and like I said before, has gone on multiple re-releases, and of course the sour version of the Gummy Worms flavor. So this isn't the first time I've tried gummy flavors before. Of course, I had Gummy Shark, I had the red gummy, like almost kind of gushers type of flavored, which it really wasn't. It was more of a tropical gummy flavor. But yeah, my friend has tried this before. Shout out to Jimmy on this one. This one, he did say this tastes exactly identical to a Gummy Worm. So I am very excited to try this out. Could this beat Gummy Shark? Literally the top one I think I have in my tier list. We'll see. So yeah, let's get right with it with Gummy Worms. Alrighty guys, first things first, as always, let's give the powder a smell. Let's see if I can get anything coming out of it, and we'll see if it smells different from the powder and of course into the shaker cup. But here we go. This is Gummy Worms powder sound. Here we go. I mean, yeah, I can definitely smell, like, it definitely smells identical to a bag of Gummy Worms. That's what I can say right now. Yeah, so it's a short and quick like smell. It's nothing too crazy. It's like literally identical to a bag of Gummy Worms or even anything gummy-ish related. But yeah, it's almost like literally opening up a bag of Gummy Worms and just taking a deep breath of it and be like, yeah, that's exactly what Gummy Worm smells like. So yeah, pretty similar to the smell, so not surprising there. So let's pour into a shaker cup next. Alrighty guys, we got a shaker cup ready to go, filled up with water. Let's pour it in. I'm guessing the color might be, I don't know, blue. That's my prediction, but we'll see. Might be into a crazy color. And yes, I did forget to mention the powder is blue. This is different from the rest, which most of them are white. But yeah, here's all of it. And by the looks of it, it does look like it's turning into a bluish color for... Ooh, wow, that is a very strong smell I just got right away. Alright guys, gonna shake this up for 6 seconds or so, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, got this up, shook it up for 6 seconds or so, and already just looks like a bright bluish color from the shaker cup. Here's up and close and personal. But as always, we got our clear cup to show you, so let's pour it in. So yeah, it's already literally almost similar to the Gummy Shark color, so here it is. Just maybe a bit more lighter on the blue, but to me it does resemble like the Gummy Shark. But yeah, that's the color for Gummy Worms. How many times am I gonna say gummy on this video? Ugh. So yeah, let's take a smell of the shake cup. Let's see if there's any difference between the shake cup and the powder. So already the powder does smell like a pack of Gummy Worms, so let's see if there's any differences in the shake cup. Here we go. Okay, I don't know why. It does smell different. I will say it does smell different from the part from the powder. When I have my powder, well, some of it still, but I do have the bag still. Yeah, this one, I feel like this one smells more of like an actual Gummy Worm. I feel like I'm getting more of like a tropical. I don't know why I'm getting more tropical coming out of the shake cup. But yeah, it does resemble more from the powder than in the shake cup. But I mean, still not bad. I just think that it should have been still that smell of the Gummy Worms, you know, coming out of the powder. But this one just has a little tropical smell into it. But who knows? Maybe the Gummy Worms in this is tropical. So we'll see. So let's give it its taste test. That's the main event as always. So this is going to be Gummy Worms, GFUEL flavor. Nothing much to say there. So yeah, guys, here we go. Cheers, everyone. Okay. I wouldn't say there's maybe any tropicalness. Of course, I can get the gummy taste. I'm trying to, okay, it's very different, of course, from the Gummy Shark flavor, because that one just has more of like blue raspberry, of course. That one has just more of a blue raspberry. And of course, the Atari one, that one's different, because that's more, again, that's kind of a tropicalist like thing, but it doesn't resemble anything tropical coming out of here. I just feel like this one actually has its own standalone flavor, you know? I feel like this is actually just a gummy worm inside of here. There's no blue raspberry shenanigans, of course, tropicalness coming out of here. The smell did smell tropical coming from the shaker cup, but I just feel like this one just has literally gummy worms like infused with this drink. I mean, so far I am enjoying it. I like it so far. But yeah, I think the aftertaste does have that gummy worm real like kick into it afterwards. But yeah, so far I'm really liking it so far. So let's see what we put into our tier list next, guys. All right, guys, after looking at the tier list, I gotta say I'm gonna be putting Gummy Worms in the B tier category, right behind Carnage and behind the top 3 basically in that category. I know that I just realized that Ocean Potion is kind of similar to Gummy Worms, but to me, I just feel like this one, Gummy Worms by itself, does really have a more distinctive, like, by itself flavoring. I believe Ocean Potion is a tropical gummy flavor as well. But to me, I just feel like that the Gummy Worms by itself, it just has something, you know, different that's separating from Ocean Potion, of course, from Gummy Shark as well. That I just think that this one just has more of just an actual gummy worm taste, if you know what I'm saying. And that's why I kind of like this version. Again, it's not a strong gummy worm flavoring, that's not at all. It's kind of like a light version of it, and then at the aftertaste, it's like basically you just almost like finished a bag of gummy worms. But yeah, it's very shocking to say at least that a lot of people are saying that this is basically a reskin of Ocean Potion. It's been a while since I had Ocean Potion. I will be saying that too. I haven't had it in a while. I did put it in the B tier category. But if I did have an Ocean Potion thing, I would definitely love to review as soon as possible on the channel. But as of right now, I just think that Gummy Worms flavoring just has it basically its own flavoring with a bit of the aftertaste being just Gummy Worms by itself. So yeah, that's all I'm going to be saying about, So that's what I'm going to be saying about Gummy Worms and its placement of the B tier category, right behind Carnage, etc. So yeah, let's give it its final pros and cons and conclusions and give it its final point ranking system. So let's get into that one next. All right, guys, let's give it its final taste test, give it its pros and cons and conclusions, and give it its final point ranking system. So this is going to be Gummy Worms one last time on camera for you, and let's get right into it. All right, so in my opinion, guys, I really don't get anything that's tropicalness that's coming out of it. It's a very like sweet candy-ish taste, you know, that's going through. And then and then after the taste, like the aftertaste for a while, you really get a strong kick of that Gummy Worms like taste coming in. So that's what's maybe cool about it. Do I wish that the Gummy Worms flavor might be a little bit stronger? Maybe just a little bit, but you know what? I'm fine with this. I'm really fine on how the Gummy Worms is being treated here on this GFUEL flavor. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on the final taste test of this. You just get a very sweet candy-ish like gummy taste, and then like literally afterwards you get a gummy worm like worms explosion from the aftertaste. So that's probably the only time that the aftertaste really works from GFUEL, because most of the time I really don't get much of an aftertaste, or sometimes the aftertaste is pretty bad. But with this one, I just feel like the aftertaste really does give you that gummy worm taste essence, you know. So let's give it its pros. The pros on this is going to be basically the gummy worm flavoring. I really do like the flavoring on Gummy Worms. It's very different from the rest, in my opinion. Like I said before, I know a lot of people keep saying it's similar to Ocean Potion. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't believe them just yet until I maybe had it. If I had it like tomorrow or something, maybe I could say a word about it. But I had tried it before. I don't feel like it tastes similar to it because it doesn't have any more tropical taste. I guess the balancing of the sweetness from the candy flavor of the gummy, I think that's another reason I'm putting a pro on that. And the con, if I want to be a little bit of a stubborn person, I guess the smell of the shake cup should have been exactly the smell of the powder, because man, the powder smell from the Gummy Worms, I'm like, wow, that really does make you feel like you're gonna dig into some Gummy Worms from that bag, but it's just literally powder coming out of there. And let's just add just a little bit of a strong essence of a gummy worms taste. Why not? Let's put a little bit of that. But that's really about it. Not big complaints, just little nitpicks here and there. But this is still pretty good that I would drink and even pick up. So yeah, thank you, Jeff, for writing those notes and hearing me complain all those times while I'm wearing your merch. So yeah, let's give it its final point ranking system. Since it's right behind in the B tier category, almost the top 3 of, what is it, Carnage, Kaiju 8, and Tropical Rain. I'm gonna basically give Gummy Worms an 8.8 out of 10. It's pretty close up there. And do I see this going up in the future? Possibly. I could see this going up and up and up. It all really depends. Maybe if I had a tub of this and I get used to it a lot, then I'm like, yeah, this is going up for sure in the A tier category. But for right now, it's gonna be the B tier category. I think it's very respectful to put Gummy Worms in this position. But that's really a bit about it for Gummy Worms review on this video, guys. So do you guys like this flavor? I want to hear your opinions on it. Do you think this is very similar to Ocean Potion or not? I want to hear it because I want to see if other people are agreeing with me on this one or not, because I've seen Reddit and all those people talk about on YouTube saying this is similar to Ocean Potion. Nah, not to me. So the big question is, guys, do I recommend picking up this flavor? Personally, for me, I feel like this is going to be the top of gummy flavors. So in my opinion, if I had to pick up in this situation, I would really pick this up. If I see this anywhere else, I would definitely pick it up. Do I see this in BOGO or anything? Yeah, I think it's worth the BOGO deal or any like half off prices for sure. Do I think I would pick it up? As a guy myself, I really don't pick up GFUEL flavors that are like full price. I usually wait for BOGO or any sales going on. So yeah, I really think this is going to be top collection worthy for me. For you guys, I think this is a pretty good pickup for you gummy lovers out there, and especially who loves gummy worms. This is a really good choice for you guys. Jimmy didn't lie about this flavor, so good job, Jimmy, for letting me know on this flavor. I did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. As always, guys, make sure you go check out GameHigh.gg. I wouldn't have been able to try out Gummy Worms without them. They have tons of GFUEL samples to shop from their website. $1.99 each samples. And use my partner code TECH to get 25% off your order. And any orders over $25 gets free shipping. I mean, that is a very good deal, guys. So make sure you guys go check out GameHigh.gg. So yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do that shenanigans. And I'll see you guys next time. So, TECH out.